Grand Rising, y'all. It is finally, so nice and cool here down in mid-Florida. Well, Central Florida. Finally can wear my nice, warm, long sleeves. Still in shorts, because it's going to get into the 80s. But I finally can open my house and let it breathe. Alright. No side note. Alright. So what I want to speak with you this morning about. Alright, some of y'all have gone through and listened to some of the videos that I've spoke on about my life. But to the new ones that come in and think that they're going to do something that hasn't already been done in my life, I'm going to tell you a little backstory. I've had my oldest child turned against me and then started to proceed to attack me. I've had them attack me to where I threw blood clots in my second delivery of my youngest. While I had those blood clots, unbeknownst to me, I had a seizure while my parents and my aunt and uncle sat there and watched me seize on my couch for 2 hours and proceeded not to call any kind of help whatsoever. Made rude remarks about my house and how dirty it was, and made coffee and chit-chatted. 2 hours. Then I had 3 different funguses in both of my lungs. Oh yeah, the blood clots were in my lungs, by the way, for 6 months while I have a seizure. And then 3 funguses in both lungs. A lungs collapse. I had paralysis 5 different times. Finally, the doctors convinced me to have a spinal tap. The spinal tap technician fucked it up, so I leaked spinal fluid for 7 months. Anytime I sat up, moved my head above my body level, my brain swelled. And I would get sick like I was going to puke, and then I'd pass out, black out, and pass out because my brain would swell. And then after 7 months of that, 2 blood patches. You can only have 2 in your whole entire life because they take blood from your arm and put it in between your spine. It is so dangerous. I had 2 of those and neither one of them worked. Okay. Then my body got so used to overproducing spinal fluid because I was constantly leaking it out. Whenever the hole finally fixed itself, then I had too much cranial spinal fluid around my brain. So therefore it pushed my eyeballs out, pushed my eardrums out, and it felt really, really harshly bad. But yet the doctors were still saying, oh yeah, she's fine, she can go to work. I pulled a double and went blind. I'm fine now. Of course, I healed myself. I was having spinal taps every 2 weeks just so that my brain wouldn't swell and I wouldn't seize and die. Now, of course, all where they did the spinal taps for so long has fused together and I have problems. Okay? That's on top of all the sexual abuse, mental abuse, verbal abuse, spiritual abuse. And mind you, my father was a cop, a very high-ranking sheriff in my hometown. And nothing got done because of his pull. And then on top of it, my mother, she worked for a company that handles a lot of money for the whole county. Not just the town, the county. For schools, for colleges, for hospitals and medical centers. So you have my dad's judicial system that he knew everybody and had everybody in his pocket. And then my mother had all the medical and the lawyers and all the all the realtors and all that, because that was with her company that she worked for. She was the CEO's secretary. They were boinking, by the way. I've known this since I was little because of their body language whenever I would have to go to her work after school in elementary school. And then, of course, oh, I hate him. Oh, I hate. How childish, and what grade are we in again? She's still childish, and she's in her 70s. So is my adopted father. My Joy is my adopted mother, too. I don't know who my biological parents are. They paid some people to tell me that it was them, but it's just more of their little minions that, of course, was in on the coven and all this doing. They're still doing spell work. They convinced my oldest boy to essay and grape my youngest ever since he was little, and he's 17 now. They started graping me before I was 3. They would drug me every night with Dimetapp and whatever else was in that. I got good at dodging things. But just to say all this, there's been a lot more, but that's the hard gist of it. For me to go through all that and to sit here before you, confirmation, and talk to you and be as calm. I've had depression, I've had anxiety, I've had PTSD, I've had to where I wanted to take myself out, and I begged God to take me out. I begged him multiple times. I know why he didn't now. And I thank you for not taking me out, not granting my wishes on those nights and days. Sorry, I keep on looking at my dog. Sound asleep finally. I got my house opened up, and of course there's cats around here, and dog being a dog. Ooh, 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 ooh. I can smell him. I can smell him. He finally calmed down. He's the sweetest little baby. Well, he ain't little. He takes up half my bed, snores like a grown man. Ooh, confirmation, excuse me. Anyways, he looks like Dobby from Harry Potter. His name's King Duke. Saved me whenever they poisoned me with fentanyl. He's my baby. Anyways, I died. Squirrel moment. Anyways, what I was trying to say is, for me to be able to be here and talk to you through all of that, just know, if God can get me through all of that and then some, I don't think there's anything that new that they could throw at me that I wouldn't see a mile away coming. Stop, slow down, watch people's actions and patterns. You'll start to learn what to watch out for, the red flags, confirmation. Just take time. Don't let people overwork you or overstress you, because that's what they want to do, so that they can continue to have hold on you. I hope you have a beautifully, fantastical, blessed Monday, guys. Ah!